Welcome into the Stompers Managers Report. Zach Pace and the Stompers, another winning week. 4-2 this week. Let's start all the way back on the beginning. That's Tuesday. Devin Laginto, complete game shutout on the road against Menlo Park. What can you say about his performance in that one?
Just outstanding. Shoot, can't ask for anything more. He just filled up the zone, had a low pitch count, and just pitched a heck of a ball game. Just a ball game that we needed. Kind of helps our staff out and helps our bullpen out throughout the whole week. And so it was a really good start to the week of just saving the bullpen, getting a W, and having our best pitching performance out of the year. I mean, he was just nails. I mean, he just filled up the zone, got outs all day, 10 strikeouts, I think, no walks. You can't ask for much more than that. I mean, that's just kind of ideal.
Talking through some of your actual in-game managerial decisions. I mean, that has to be a tough one. Summer ball, you never really want a guy to throw over 100 pitches. He ends right around that 103 mark. But Devin's a competitor. He told me after the game, if my manager came out there to take the ball, I wouldn't have given it to him there. What's that balance like of you know better than him how to keep his arm healthy, but he's a competitor. He wants to throw all 9 innings.
Yeah, no, it's very difficult. But I also knew that he didn't have a lot of innings in the spring. His arm is fresh. He is a guy that can throw a lot. We have built him up throughout the season. We've definitely taken him out before he's wanted to come out many times already this year, and that was just to kind of build him up. And I felt like he was built up enough. It was a tough situation. He wants the ball. If the game's, we have maybe a little bit more runs, maybe don't start him in the ninth, even though he'll be really mad at me, and be really upset. But yeah, it's just, it was a little tough situation, but it worked out great. And I think it was perfect. 103 pitches for him. And I think that was a good ending spot. And his recovery's going well. I've been checking in with him and looking forward to his next start.
I mean, you're not alone in the dugout in those situations. Mike Nunez really does a lot of the pitching work this season over the past few years. Him and Kenny have worked a lot with the pitchers. What can you say about how they've helped you out this season?
Oh, tremendous. I mean, can't do it without those guys. They're constantly in my ear and I'm in their ear and we're going back and forth shooting ideas off each other and Nooney takes care of that pitching staff outstanding. It's he just he's talking to the guys constantly, checking in, kind of making sure that everybody's on the same page, and it's just good communication. I feel like that we have between all of us. Nooney's been with us for a long time, so we've had great communication throughout the years and being on the same page. And Kenny Mimersdorf is new this year, but we've had him as a player, and he's a really good communicator. And just kind of all hands on deck. Anything you need, that guy will do it for you. And they're both great assets to have to help out the squad.
Devin obviously added 9 innings to his resume on Tuesday, but as we get down the stretch here in the season, what's it like managing like pitcher decline, pitcher workload? Guys through a lot in the spring, not a lot in the spring, what they have coming up in the fall. What's your worry level sort of, and how are you managing keeping guys fresh versus really trying to push everything they have for the summer?
Yeah, it's all situation by situation. Just like you said, innings limits and workload in the spring, and we're taking all those into account. What school they're at, what they want. Some people are in the portal where they want to be showcased a little bit more, want to throw more. Um, which Devin, that was the case. I believe he's going to Delta now,
Mhm.
but that was the case for him. So he's getting showcased and he wants to be seen, and also he's a competitor and wants to compete. But that's pretty much it's all situation by situation, whatever player, school, innings limit, workload, all that kind of stuff. We take everything into account.
Taking sort of a step back and going all the way back to before the season started, this team seems to be built on pitching and defense as your teams are usually. In the recruiting process, are you focusing more on pitching, or is that just sort of how it shook out over the past couple seasons?
Yes, that was a big focus for sure. I mean, it was, a little different off season for me. I wasn't around the game as much, so it was definitely a big focus because I knew that pitching is what's going to carry us. And I feel like position players in the summer not easy, but they come plentiful. There's just a lot of people that apply position player wise and not as many pitcher wise, right? So that was kind of the main focus to make sure that we have enough quality arms. And um, so far, I feel, knock on wood, I feel like we've done a pretty good job with that, and we love all of our guys and all of our, possession players and pitchers. I mean, we've got a great team, and just looking forward to hopefully having continued success with them.
Yeah, now moving over to the hitting side a little bit. Two veteran bats now in your lineup, sort of slated to be in the heart of the lineup the rest of the way, and Max Handren and Mateus Haas. What do they both are grad students or redshirt seniors. They have 4 or 5 years in this game. What are they adding to the lineup approach-wise, and then what can they teach the younger guys?
Yeah, I mean, just their everyday process is huge, and just the way they go about, the game, and Max Hendren, I love his approach to just warming up every day, and he has a whole progression that he goes through with the warm up and defensive work, and then finally get into hitting, but just kind of going through everything, and it's a good example for the younger players. And Haas, I mean, he came in yesterday, and I was just really pleased with his attitude coming in. He shook everybody's hand, introduced himself, and just really happy to be here with us. And I was really pleased, to see that. And I haven't really seen, him every day yet. That was the first day. We didn't really have early work or BP, so haven't really seen his process as much. But just him coming in, just with that attitude, really impressed me. You just love to have guys that want to be here and are wanting to compete with the guys and um, just introducing themselves and trying to get this thing going.
One thing we saw a couple times with different starters over the past week is guys that battled without their ace stuff. We saw Jaden Harper against Walnut Creek, Nick Santavanez against Walnut Creek, and David Howard last time he went out. David Howard, especially a guy that doesn't have an overpowering fastball, he really gave you a solid outing on a day where he didn't have the off-speed stuff working as much as he wants to. What's it like for a pitcher, and is there any discussion that you and Nooney have with him in between those innings to keep him going into the fourth and the fifth?
Oh yeah, Nooney is, and both of us. I mean, but Nooney kind of headlines it. Just definitely checking in with them, inning to inning, and seeing where we're at, and maybe a tip here and there, or just kind of checking in on how the body's feeling, and so we're constantly trying to communicate with our guys, and definitely be on the same page as the player and the coaching staff, and just making sure that we can try to take the best step forward together.
Busy week coming up. You guys have backloaded Walnut Creek 5 more times in now the next 3 weeks to round out the season. That's the toughest opponent that you're going to see a lot down the backstretch. You've split the first two. You've split 2-2 the first four you've seen with them. What's it going to take to win that season series?
Yeah, same thing have to do every day. I mean, we have Alameda coming up here first, and they're a really good team, also, and I won't count them out at all. And it's just about playing our quality baseball and getting after it with the quality at bats, taking care of the baseball defensively, and letting our pitching staff do their thing and fill up the zone, and letting our pitching staff kind of I don't know. I mean, they've been kind of carrying us all year in a sense, but I think our hitters are going to kind of come around here at the end and help us out also, and just hopefully have a good balance of the three phases of the game.
We're sneaking up sort of on the playoff push of the season already 1 week fully into July. Do you as the coaches and then the players look at the standings at all? We're sort of in a situation where there's 4 teams within 1.5 games of just 3 spots left, or is your message to the team still we take care of our business and everything else will sort itself out?
Yeah, the message has to be we take care of ourselves and just do our thing each day to get better. and stay in the moment, and worry about the process, and the results will take care of themselves. Um, and every once in a while I'll look at the standings, and I don't know how much the players do, but we'll check them out and see where we're at. But trying not to be too focused on that, and it's just about taking care of business this next day, and tomorrow against Alameda at home.
Last one for you, more of a fun one here. We all know Trent Keys is the hit by pitch leader on the team. He's been hit 17 times after getting punked yesterday. You have three more players who have double-digit hit by pitch numbers in the CCL. You know any of them? Just a guess from watching you in the dugout.
Ooh, shoot. I should have studied before this, but let's see. Colton Boardman.
He has 10. Yep.
Um, I don't know if Connor Pulaski?
Connor's not up there. You have Nick Sebastiani and Anthony Shepler have both been hit 10
Nick and
times. Shepler and Boardman totaled 8 in that doubleheader day against Menlo Park. That really
we'll
helped their
see.
numbers.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty pretty crazy, but yeah, that they all got hit that many times, but that's good. Good that they're getting on
85,
base. Glad they're okay.
85 team hit by pitches this year. You're just happy from the dugout. If no one's getting injured, you're going to take your free base every time.
As long as nobody's getting injured. But unfortunately we have had some injuries with that and some bang ups, and so it really does kind of stink. Um, and I personally believe none of them are intentional, and it's just not good control out of the pitchers on the opposing side, unfortunately. So hopefully, our guys stay healthy. That's the key, and get on base, whether it's that or hopefully another way.
Busy 6-game week coming up for you guys out of league play against Petaluma on Thursday. Good luck, coach. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks, Karen.